boy Will Surford is back, man. And I ain't gonna lie, they put him through the ringer this episode. That test was low-key racist. But before we get into it, man, how you feel about the episode?
It's the fact that he can prove himself so much and they will still think of him so little. No matter what he does, somehow he's still the problem.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. At this point, I mean, he didn't solo it, but he did a lot of hard carrying when it came to them getting him out of that situation.
I don't know what you're talking about. He did solo that.
Nah, he used the combination of like him and the other people's magic. So I'm like, it wasn't, he couldn't have potentially done it by himself, but he did about 80% of the homework.
And he also did well in his 1v1s with everybody else too.
Oh, for sure.
He beat everybody.
And so they still just treated him like, yeah, but he don't really belong here.
It's now, the ice guy for me. He dog walked that dude and he's still talking crazy.
See, but like, okay, I understand it from the standpoint of maybe they just mean it, at least at this point, right? Because he's already earned their respect. Because none of them can put hands on him. Like, it just is what it is, you know? But at the same time, I think they're just seeing it as like a sword shouldn't be going to a magic school, right? Now, I haven't seen if there's a sword school, but we do know that one short blonde dude was low-key pressing the principal, like, why ain't you hand this guy over to me, man?
Hey, it makes sense, though, that there is a sword school, but all the people that go to the sword school are straight demons and evil people. So maybe that's kind of how, that's just how I see it.
We haven't seen too many of them. We have seen, I guess, we have like one evil example and one good example so far. So I'm not sure if the sword people are just straight demons all the time, but it does look like there's definitely a little bit of discrimination in this society where they really overly value mages, which makes sense considering that they have that whole barrier created by mages that like prevents all these monsters from coming in and destroying the world. I get that. You know what I'm saying? Sword's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I just feel like if he's going out the way to really learn your discipline, like he's studying more magecraft better than mages.
I mean, he has to. He has no other choice.
Yeah, but like y'all should be giving him some credit for that at least. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like end of the day, they just be really on him when, like, yeah, he technically can't use magic, but if he's going out the way to really understand magic to this level, like, just respect it. You know what I'm saying? He's earning it. It's not like he's just like, I want to be there and he's a bad student and he's not trying. Like, literally, he has to get like a 70% to get into the magic tower. Right, that's the lowest score he could get. He got a perfect. No one's ever got a perfect on the written exam until this last question. Like, dang, bro. Like, I just feel like they asked him something that's like so unnatural for him to know. I'd be like, you trying to take like an exam and all your classmates are fishes, and then they're like, now explain breathing underwater to me.
To be fair,
from your point of view, you can't explain that if you've never done it.
To be fair, I feel like even if he answered the question correctly, he still would have got it wrong in a way because I think the teacher just has something out for him regardless. But because he also claimed that 40% of the class failed that question, makes me think that maybe he didn't necessarily fail the question either.
I think he probably did because his answer was probably just very generic and by the book. Right, because he, like I said, he's never actually experienced like the phenomenon, right? Like he wants somebody to like explain how it feels to use magic from your perspective based off of your magic style.
Right? He doesn't have a magic style.
Yeah,
so it's like,
bro, that's like asking a paraplegic person like explain what it's like to have arms, like intrinsically. Like you wouldn't be able to explain that if you've never had arms. Like if you were born without it, you know, like that's just. What's kind of crazy about the question is like no matter how much knowledge he has, it's something that he can't fake it. His answer is gonna look like AI regardless. You know what I mean? So that's where I was just like, dang, he low-key tried to cook. He was like, magic's about inspiration. But that was an AI answer.
He was glowing though. I knew he was locking in for whatever he was writing down.
I'm about to say that writing scene, the animation they put into it, I'm like, it low-key is close to that Death Note scene with the potato chip. If you know, you know. But like at the same time, I just feel like that was just such a loaded question to ask him, especially knowing like out of everybody in this room, he wants to answer that question the most.
Gotta be racist.
Bro.
That's gotta be racist.
Now, to be fair, to give his teacher a little bit of credit, when Will's pretty much like his foster parent, right? The other professor, Yeah, when he went to go confront him, he was like, yo, like, why would you even ask this question out of everything you could have asked? Like, this is just ridiculous. And the other dude was like, okay, cool. Let's say I asked him a question I knew easily he could answer. What's he gonna do in the tower, though? Because he called it the Graveyard of Wands. So to me, that implies that people who even actually get into the tower, like, if you not nice, like, that's where your career low-key ends. Because he said, what, you want him to become an experiment? I was like, y'all doing that in the tower?
To be fair, I get it. He just doesn't want to see another fallen soldier.
Because Loki, remember, he's a fallen soldier. Because that professor, he was trying to become a Magia vendor, but for some reason, like, he couldn't bridge that gap to become one of the top 5. You know what I mean? So he's like that. He's at that level below it. I guess that's like his peak. He's still a really strong mage. Don't get me wrong. He's probably stronger than most people besides the Magia vendor, but like, he couldn't achieve his dream, and maybe like from his perspective, he was trying to like spare Will the embarrassment of getting in there and not actually getting to your like level, you know? So people probably used to glaze him back in the day, like, oh yeah, he's gonna be one of the top ones, and then he never got it. You know? So
I could see that.
Maybe like that's some of his trauma too, where he was just like, I'd rather you hate me than you get in there and get embarrassed. You know?
I think he downright hates him, though.
Loki. I was trying to make him see better, but Loki. I don't know how to screw that guy.
I don't know, man. I don't think. He said, I really don't like that guy.
Nah, one of the worst teachers of all time. Because seriously, bro, like, he has been trying to put down this man Will this whole time, bro.
Oh, he hasn't stopped.
Like, you got hundreds of students and you really just picking on the one guy.
He also sent him into a dungeon knowing that could possibly kill him.
For sure.
Like,
nah, he works teachers all the time. He one of them teachers that's like, you end up surpassing him in spite of him. So then people are like, oh, he's good. But it's like, nah, bro, he was trying to kill me this whole time. I was built different. Facts. Hey, man. Either way, you know, Will gets mad depressed over it. He got his little lover boy and girl. They over here trying to comfort him. He was, you know what I'm saying?
I get it, though.
So.
He failed in a way.
No, he definitely failed. Like that. There's nothing he could do about that. You know what I mean? I don't even think he has like any more years of eligibility technically to even like.
I also don't know if he doesn't know if the question was targeted for him though.
Oh, he knows.
You think so?
He knows. Yes. That's why he literally said like of all questions. Like legit. Okay. Like he's probably seen like all the past year's exam. They've never asked this question before. But the year I want to pass, y'all gonna ask this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not even technically a hard question. If you use magic, like you technically should be able to answer this question. People who failed it probably just low key a little slow.
So yeah, he said 40% of the class failed that question though, and they have magic. So that's why I'm sitting here.
So that means they're ass. Like that's like someone asked you, hey, explain walking, and you couldn't do it. You suck. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me personally. I feel like those characters, they're just cheeks. They was never gonna make it to the tower anyway. You know? The 60% who pass it is probably way higher than what it's supposed to be for the final exam. You know what I mean? Because this is to get into like the tower. So usually you would think the final exam, like maybe 20% are gonna pass. You know, it'd be like some hard, magical, theoretical question. But he knew Will was gonna pass that. That boy was in the books for like 20 hours straight. Hey, he was ready for anything. So like, end of the day, seeing it come to that, I was just like, I understand his frustration, you know? But here's where it gets crazy, okay? Because they low-key hoodwink us, okay? We sitting here like, okay, that's tough. We see the Magia vendor. They like low-key meet up in the tower. They're doing a lot of trash talking. I like that. I ain't even gonna lie. The little Elfie, his girl, right? She was low-key like going over to prepare for, I guess, the great ritual. Because this world has like that barrier that protects the whole world. And every year, the Magia vendor have to pretty much like reset the barrier. That if they don't, pretty much all chaos like gets unleashed. All these demons pull up on the city from outside and destroy the world, right? Because apparently that's what happened before. So they're preparing for this great ritual. It's gonna take a lot of preparation and like time and effort from them. And so we see them kind of like getting together. But it was just funny to see how like the elf girl was just trying to talk crap to Elfie, and then she looked back and she said, "Is that the person I whooped the other day in competition?" I was like, oh wait, I didn't know you had it like that.
Hey man, she's been doing it since she was a child.
But the thing is, she's still a child. She whooped like a 300-year-old elf. I'd be embarrassed.
You know what they were saying about her when she was like really, really young though. She was doing things that most grown people weren't doing.
She was making new spells.
That's what I'm saying.
At like age 6.
She was cloning herself, doing the whole 9.
Yeah.
You know, like, you can't teach that.
100%. And that's why I was like, the elf girl must have got cocky. Because I'm like, you challenged her in ice?
Yeah.
Like, she shouldn't even be in here. She's like 12. Like, don't mess with that one. You know what I'm saying? But hey, either way, they were talking a little crap. My boy Zio pulled up, you know what I'm saying? Big lightning, big Robin. Hey, look, what plays that, man? He's got a fire character design. He uses lightning powers. No, I love lightning powers, man. It's just meant to be, man. I feel like he's not the type to take L's. I also feel
we
like...
gonna see about that, man.
With respect to my goat. I'm just saying, he looked tough. Because I feel like out of all the Magi Vendor, he's like the one that I feel like ain't even book smart.
Just
he's muscular.
Grit, huh?
I feel like he gets on instinct. Like he just gives you the vibes that he's like, I'm just gonna whoop you. I can't explain what I'm doing. Just know, no matter what, I'm not losing. And I like those kind of characters. You feel me? They got that dog in them. But either way, he comes in low key talking crap on them too. He was like, look, we all know why we here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stop cutting this out before I do something about it. Alright, okay? Give my boy his dabs. But yeah, after that, we see this whole festival come out in the city, right? And everybody's like low-key, like chilling. His friends went to go find him, but the professor found them and was like, yo, what are y'all doing? Y'all need to be enjoying this festival. Leave this to the adults. I'm gonna go find Will. We know he down bad right now. But y'all should go at least see what's going on in the town. So low-key, he just sent out a squad of dudes who just took out like a demon on like I think like the 70th floor or something crazy of the dungeon. So I'm sitting here like, that's Loki and OD friend group, and they gonna need it because as soon as we thought the episode was over, we see the freaking credits coming in. There's some writing as soon as they finish the spell, right?
So I guess they didn't finish it in time then, because you said earlier that like every year that they do a ritual to put up the new barrier.
Yeah.
So maybe the barrier just didn't come out beforehand, or
I think they did finish the barrier though.
Also, then
because you saw how it went from like half, almost like it was like a crescent moon, and then all of a sudden the whole thing was there again.
Okay, so these are just some OD dudes then, because they
might have just summoned them, bro.
Yeah, because
they said, y'all think y'all safe?
Yeah.
And you see at the end too, because we saw it was with those 2 guys we'd seen in the dungeon before, right? And the one that be writing stuff, right? He was like, oh, we should be good. The Magi Vendor just used all their magic to complete the seal. So they're out of commission. Summon the demons. I was like, oh.
He's got a point.
That's a good timing though.
It is. It's great timing.
He's like, the strongest 5 is down? Oh yeah. We messing y'all up for real. But I think they gonna be fine. Because one, I think Will is with Colette and his roommate. Which, I don't know what his roommate can do for real. I don't think she has magic.
I don't know.
He doesn't have magic, I don't think.
I just know that they dating, so.
Yeah, he a little. It's okay, man. You my boy still. But I know what's going on. Hey, man, he a cock blocker. Let's talk about that. My girl Colette was over here just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Really console my boy. Give him a little something, and then she's just like, what you doing? I was just like, hey. Why can't my boy get a little something right now? He need it. You feel me? Oh no, that's just some hater stuff right there. It's like, you don't want this. Well, maybe he does.
We gonna see.
I forgot who this man is. But either way, I feel like Will and his group will probably be all right. The 5 that the professor sent out, they gonna be hype. That's a squad right there. You know what I'm saying? They already been through hell and back together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I feel like they gonna be taking out demons together. But I'm excited to see kind of just like how they deal with the situation, and if those 2 who summon these creatures or cause this event actually do anything.
Well, I need to see how strong these demons that have been.
They look low-key like the one they fought down there.
That's what I'm saying, but there's multiple of them this time, so that's why I'm sitting here like, it's not looking too good.
If it's multiple of the one they fought, city gone.
Oh yeah. It took them forever to take out just that one.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to. It's gonna take like maybe, I don't know if it's hours or a day for the Magi Vendor to recover, but whatever they do, they gonna have to restart civilization.
The whole building's already, they're all cooked now.
Everybody gonna be out of there. Hey man, this is a pretty tough episode. I feel like it was a good like reintroduction to this world. How would you rate the episode?
I'll give it a 8.5.
Dang, that's low, man. I'll give it a 9.
It's because they failed my boy, man. He didn't deserve all that.
Yeah. Honestly, this might be better for him though. I think he would go crazy under that sword dude. That's all I'm saying. Remember, that dude gave him like one piece of advice. That boy started unlocking stuff in the legend. I was like, oh. And mind you, the sword guy is a guide for the strongest mage, the light mage, the old man. So he be leading him into the dungeon. So lock in.
It might work eventually.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's on the same level as a light mage, but just know if you in that company, he needs you to get down there. You different. You definitely different. But either way, we'll see where the plot goes with this, man. I'm excited to see this back. At first, I thought the animation style was like off, but then by the end of the episode, it was cooking again. So I don't know.
Hey, man,
It wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong. But like, I would just have a high bar for this anime. You know what I'm saying?
Understandable.
They cooked so crazy season 1. What can I say? But aside from that, y'all let us know what y'all think down in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all. Peace.